So this is an update on our GitHub work. We created a GitHub account and then a repository. But to move forward and use the template for our website, we're going to need to delete the repository, and I'll explain that as we move along. So sign into your GitHub account, and you should see your repository here. If you click on that, and then in the upper right here, go to Settings, scroll down to the fun area called Danger Zone and choose the last option, delete this repository. I do indeed want to delete it. Unexpected bad things will happen. Well, that's because we're in the danger zone. And then we can copy it here, to place it here to say, yes, indeed, we want to delete this repository. Oh, geez, Louise. Why is it not letting me? All right, I have the wrong one. Got to be careful here. All right, delete this repository. All right, so now I have no repositories. I'm logged in, and now I'm going to open up a new tab. And we're going to use this template portfolio to get the templates for our website. You don't have to try to furiously copy this now. It's going to be on path right, so you can just copy it and paste it in a browser. So this is a public repository that contains the files that we need in order to create our website. So how do we get this over to our accounts? Well, click on this button, use this template. So this is our template here, and we're going to use the template. Now notice there's only two options: create a new repository and open in a code space, whatever that means. But it doesn't allow us to put this template into an existing repository. So we just deleted our initial repository to make life easier for ourselves. So let's create a new repository. I'm going to call it something new, just to make sure that, remember, we need github.io. All right, so this is available, and I will create my repository. It's generating it. And there we are. Okay, so I have a new repository, and in that repository are the files that were in that public template repository. Or yeah. Now the README is shown here, and that has all of the instructions that we need to create our website. So profile.js is where we're going to put our information, and there's an optional file you can use that has your photo in it. And the way that you can put that photo in is to click on Add File and upload a file. Let's see. Oh, gee, it's taking a little time. You can see how slow this blue line is moving. I'm going to pause the video until that's done. Okay, I can choose the file that I want. Now, it needs to have the name profile.jpg. So we have profile .js for JavaScript, and our template is requiring that our photo be named profile.jpg. So I'm going to open that, and it's never a save. So here's the file. It's commit changes. So I commit the change, and now in my repository, I have an extra file, profile.jpg. Now, as it says in the README file, students edit only profile.js. So click on profile.js, and before you do anything, go all the way to the right and click on this pen to edit the profile.js file. and it prompts you for what is needed. So you put your name in here, DIAN. You can change your tagline if you want. Here you would want to put a small bio about yourself. I'll do that later. And if we want to put a photo in, we can type in that profile.jpg. We'll see how that goes. And it's already set up for our first two activities, Introduction to R, our RPubs activities, and Finding Patterns with Heat Maps. So all we need to do here is to find the URLs in RPubs. So my introduction to R, I think, is here, and this is my URL. So I'm going to put that in between the quotes. And then Finding Patterns with Heat Maps. Okay, that's this. I'll similarly put that URL between the quotes for that activity. We can add more RPubs just by copying the curly brace information. So say if we wanted to do another, we could put a comma here and then copy this and add it in. I'm not going to keep this for now because I don't have another RPub to put in, but this is how we would do it. We could keep adding in these this information between the curly braces to add more RPubs. Okay, remove the comma. And then eventually we'll put information about our final project. And then we want to have a link to our GitHub, so we can do that. Let's see. My GitHub account is, let's see, what is the format for it? I think mine is, so we can double check this. Yep, that's my GitHub URL. So I will put that in here. All right, now we can't again save it. We just commit the changes. Okay, so now we've created our own profile.js. We've added a photo in there. We go to settings. So we need to make this into a web page. So we go to settings, and in this left menu, click on pages. So we're going to deploy from a branch, which is our main branch. And then we can save it. So eventually, it will give us some information on when our web page is live. So it takes a little time. So again, I'm going to pause the video. So clicking pages again, finally everything is ready. And up here it says that my site is live. And this is my URL. It's my repository information and my website information. This is the new repository. So let's visit the site, see what it looks like. So everything is here. My name, my image, about me. There's nothing there yet. And links to my activities. Let's see if that works. Yep, very nice. So this is the video you're going to use to, number one, keep your GitHub account, but delete the repository that exists there. Then go to the template repository, this template portfolio, and copy that over to a new repository. Then you'll edit the profile.js file there to put your own personal information. And if you'd like an image, maybe an image of yourself or something else, you can upload that as profile.jpg, and remember to put that information in the profile.js file. So we'll go over this in week 2. We'll take a little time to make sure people understand what's happening here. But please try to get as far as you can with this.